Hi, welcome again. I
Yay.
threw together a thumbnail even. Welcome to part 2. Hopefully this works. Or a couple people have already found us. So I'm really sorry. I know normally technical difficulties are actually totally my fault, but this time it wasn't. Streamlabs even admitted it. So thank you guys for joining us again. I'm checking now to make sure this actually worked.
It does appear to be live, yeah.
Yeah, but not the one I put together.
I can
Are you seeing my new sigil at all? Or I mean my new thumbnail at all?
I'm seeing the chat and the stream going.
Okay.
But I didn't see
Yeah, I'm not
it's
seeing
live
the
for
part
me too.
2. Yeah, I'm not seeing the part 2 thumbnail, but whatever.
Let's talk about Ice and Fire
Mike
every
says
Riverland sigil.
Does it say part 2?
We're good. We're live, so it doesn't.
We're live, yeah. I'll stop worrying about it. We're live. We're doing it live.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're too early to say that full quote. We're too early in this live stream again.
to say the full quote. Yeah, that's true.
We gotta wait another 5 minutes.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm all frazzle-dazzled, but I'm glad it worked this time. So, I'm gonna add a thumbnail. Maybe I didn't end up adding it. Yeah.
It'll be fine. The people are smart. They'll figure it out. They're like, oh, there's 2 streams.
Yeah,
one of them's after the other one. It must be part 2.
I'm just anal. Yeah, and it doesn't even look like I can edit it during it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. All right, I'll stop trying. Welcome, the couple people who found us again. Sorry about that. Luckily, I have everything where we were. I still have all the sigils and where we're at on them, so we could just keep going. If you are watching this not live, go back and watch part 1. Find us here at part 2. There was issues with StreamYards, but we are up and running, and we're here to talk about some Fire Riverland houses.
And I was radicalized in between streams. I no longer believe in rivers existing.
Oh my god!
So these are long, skinny lake houses.
Myths. You can't prove to me that anyone has ever seen a Westerosi river.
Nope.
Okay, I thought you were just gonna say river because it's like I live by one. Like
no, none of the rivers in Westeros are real. Obviously, real life ones are, but not in Westeros.
Westeros.
Well, technically, nothing in Westeros is real.
That's more difficult to prove.
Okay. I was trying to find a category we have not covered, and we got our pitchfork category. Do we want to make our way through pitchfork?
Yeah, an entire pitchfork category? How many items are in this? 2. Okay.
One you may be able to call
uprising houses.
One you could call a trident.
Okay.
And the other you could call a pitchfork.
A pitchfork. Okay.
And this one is one of my favorite names. I made a short for this one.
Is it House Pitchfork?
No.
Haystack.
Close.
Oh, really?
Yeah, close.
Hay something, right? It's hay something.
Just House Hay.
Oh. Wait, what?
Yeah, just House Hay.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, that's what you would use for hay, so.
Haigh.
Get out of here, George. Oh my god.
In this short, I said House Hay, and then I clipped to my face and just went, hey. And then I clicked,
hey. Yeah.
So, yeah,
that's
House
awesome.
Hay. That's those Firstmen Riverland houses. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, and Mike got it. We got everyone still filtered their way back in, and Mike got here first and was still able to nail the first house. So, yeah, I'm still a little rattled that we had to end. Like
you had to do a lot of work in between the break. We just got to sit here and wait.
I did do a lot of work in between the break, get going. And I made a sigil. I made a thumbnail that I couldn't even put up, so that's I would not have wasted time. But we're fine. I'll put it on when we're done. I'll sleep when we're done. I'll do it live. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're still doing trident and or pitchforks.
Okay.
And then we got this.
Trident. House.
I feel like you're there, Viper. You got it?
No, I was gonna say House Trident.
You made the face one would make if they say the name of this house. So I thought you were like trying to work it out.
This is one I've seen.
Is like
before,
is try like is try?
It's a T. You got the letter.
House.
It's a T name.
House. It's not House Trant, is it?
It is not House Trant. Trant is a Crownland house.
Yeah,
no, Trant is a Stormland's house.
Okay, I was gonna say the Crownlands are fucking Targaryen propaganda. They're all made up anyway. They just took a chunk of the Riverlands and called it the Crownlands. That should count.
Is it House
correct.
Tarbeck?
No, it is not. Tarbeck is the Westerlands. I'm about to make you feel really dumb. They were part of the Rain and Tarbeck Rebellion that Tywin Lannister had to put down. Sorry,
got
Viper.
you. Yeah,
you did that to yourself.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Is it House Stark?
I don't know any other tea houses off the top of my head.
This is
right
another former kings of the river and the hills.
Okay.
House.
I mean, isn't that everyone?
Well, a lot of them.
House Tristane.
No. But I do believe
like
these guys are, they're an extinct house that used to be the kings. There's a few of them. I think the reason why there's 44 Riverland houses, and I'm not going to do the math right now, but I bet it's close to half of them are either extinct via Harrenhal or extinct former kings.
Because of all the wars.
Very true.
If anything in Westeros gets taken over and changes hands, it's the Riverlands. So yeah.
Yeah. I just noticed a house that isn't in here.
No.
I better grab it really quick.
We have 45.
Yeah. No. I counted off of a different list.
Okay.
There is 44. There. A rather big house I didn't have. I'm glad I just remembered now. Christy made it in. We're good. That is not the house, Mike, but I can do that one next since these guys aren't looking at the chat. Thank you guys for not looking at the chat.
Yeah.
No problem.
I don't there's a couple people, especially a regular I have on here that I do not trust. And I am talking about Rust. Rust is a dubious guest.
If he suddenly got 3 in a row right, you wouldn't believe it.
Dude, I wanted to do a trivia day, and all of a sudden the guy who I thought was going to do the worst nailed them all. And then afterwards he's like, yeah, so I cheated. And I was like, oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, just admit it right there.
Oh, cool.
Great,
I'm
man.
glad. You ready to give up?
Yeah.
Teague.
Come again?
Okay.
Teague. Teague.
Okay.
Tagoo.
I don't even.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
big are these guys?
Well, they were really
dead
big.
now.
They're all dead
They're
now.
dead now.
They were pretty a big deal a couple 100 years ago.
Big enough that someone had to get rid of them.
They're big in Japan. That's it. That's a Tom Waits reference. I hope everybody. I hope that's why you guys showed up for a Tom Waits reference. Because I think Mike brought these guys up a second ago.
Are those griffins?
It is not Griffin Roost. It is not Connington. That is the Stormlands house.
Yeah.
But this is a different. I think they are griffins.
Multiple birds. Multiple griffins.
Multigriff. Is it House Multigriff?
Multigriff.
The multigriff.
It's okay. It's not House Mallistar.
Oh,
they
this
only
says
have one.
Hawks. 4 hawk heads.
Oh well, I was just trying to work out what is the funniest word for a grouping of cockatrices, but if they're hawks, that doesn't work. So
put the plural at the wrong place. Cocks.
I was trying to think of like a gaggle of cockatrices or
cockatry.
An orgy of cockatrices.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Viper, you disgusting freak. That's what you got. Viper gets down. He's in college.
Yeah. 4 hawks, huh?
4 hawks, not cockatrices, and definitely not roosters.
House. Hawking.
Yeah, that's right.
Moving past
that.
I am here. No, you know what? Because we just were talking about cocks. I got this for you. Wrong. Scrubs for you. All right.
House.
I don't think you'll ever get it. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm not getting this.
Tarek. I don't think I knew him before now.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because Mike said that they are based, whatever that means.
House Tarek is based.
Yeah.
What did they do to earn being based?
There are no known ones during the books.
Oh.
And Alan Tudyk, that's got to be a joke. Oh, Alan Tarek fought against the Iron Throne during the Faith Militant Uprising, and it's one of the many Riverland and Westerland houses that get burned by Vagar. So
during the dance,
nothing. No, during
neither of those things.
Magor?
During this is the Faith Militant Uprising. So during Magor the Cruels, just the sigil. Yeah, the sigil is pretty.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I was thinking the Sparrows Uprising, which is
it's an on guard of
not
cockatrice.
An on guard of cockatrice.
There is a house of cockatrice. There's a cockatrice sigil.
Yeah,
but that's
I knew that.
That's
in
Dorn. Yeah, that's Garglin. Yeah.
Oh.
And you can't talk about them without making a joke. A specific gargling these cockatrices.
These cockatrices.
There's so many like mythological like creatures on like lots of these sigils, and it's like, where are they in Asoiaf, right? Like we have these unicorns that may or may not exist on
they're
like,
pretty much just goats. Yeah, they're just goats.
Yeah. It's like I want to see some like cool ass like griffins or
I got a mythological creature for you, Vipey.
Sure.
Can I call you Vipey?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, cool.
Sure, man.
All right, now we're getting pet names. This is great. You can call me Taco-y, I guess. That doesn't really work as well. All right. This is in my opinion, one of the lamest mythological creatures.
Okay.
But they do exist.
What?
It is a bird without legs. They are when they hatch, they start flying and they never roost.
I actually, I've heard of that.
I'm about to tell you what they're called. I forgot. Martlet. Yeah. I actually remember. They're martlets. Yep.
Oh.
Because when Britain does myths, they're martlets.
They're silly.
They are silly. Well, I got one. Why they just not land?
When your like real life thing is taking over the entire world, your myths are like very non-threatening. You're like, no, it's just so we got birds that don't ever land. They just fly around and be adorable.
Don't have legs.
Yeah, all right. Martlets. They never roost.
That's so cute though, martlets.
Yeah, little martlets.
Yeah.
So is it house? It's not house martlet.
It is not house.
Wouldn't have told us that.
The house that never lands. No, it is not House Martlet. And if you remember, this is the other guy with Robin Ryger who gets sent to the wall, and I did do a video for him.
Oh, did you mention him earlier?
I didn't say his last name. I specifically just said his first name, which is Desmond.
Desmond Martlet. Desmond.
I'm actually a little sad because this character is big enough that I made a video for him. This isn't a short. This was a video. A full-on video. This took up a Saturday morning of at least 10 people's lives.
Oh.
Do you remember the Master at Arms at Riverrun?
No.
Well, here, I got something for you. I love this.
Okay.
Desmond was one of the minor houses of the Riverland. I'm trying to not say the name. He entered the service of Lord Tully at a young age. He was a squire when Catelyn was born, a knight when she learned to ride, and the master at arms before she was wed to Eddard Stark. So he was always there for Catelyn's life. Yeah.
So Catelyn, okay.
Yeah, and then during Catelyn's bedding on her wedding night, which, by the way, them not doing a bedding is a show thing. They totally, Catelyn and Eddard totally did a bedding. And they were just trying to make Eddard look cool when it's like, why didn't you guys do bedding? Oh, Eddard thought it would be uncool to punch a dude in the face on the wedding night. It's like, no, he didn't. He was totally down for bedding in the books. But during the bedding, Desmond drunkenly apologized for each of his body jokes that he made. Which I love that because that means he didn't stop making them, but he kept apologizing. He's like, Catelyn, oh, I'm so sorry. I'd hit that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's pretty funny. And okay, Desmond, bad touch.
Desmond.
So I is it?
You got it.
Is it Grell? Is it?
It is Grell.
I was gonna say I knew it was something with a GR. Yeah, Desmond GR something.
Desmond Grell.
The only Desmond.
Grell.
House Grell.
Grell.
I knew I was dialing in on it, but
yep, I have done a short for House Grell because I talked about martlets, and then I did just a straight up video for Desmond Grell. Yeah, I think a really cool house.
Yeah. Without the first name, never would have gotten that.
Yeah,
one.
I'm glad I helped. I'm also glad that people found us again. We got a couple more viewers now.
Woo!
I'm so sorry, everybody. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Let me look something up really quick here.
We're like pretty far along, right? Like we've got
we're doing pretty good.
We got like 15-ish left. So
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, either 14 or 15. Yeah, something like that. And we got a bunch of easy ones still.
Oh,
like
perfect.
Really
so we might actually get some points. I feel like we're getting more right than most Sigil streams. Like most of the time, I'm happy if I get one. So
you're doing pretty good.
We got like multiple this time.
I got to do this house last time.
Sure. Is it? It's
so easy.
Extinct, right?
Take a breath, Viper. It's a jackal. Is it a jackal? It's a jackal. Calm down. Take a breath, then.
Okay.
You got it. How's horror? The hardest word to say without saying whore.
I think I think it is just horror, right?
Yeah, I just say it.
I guess, but it's like I was trying to say horror, but only because I don't want to say.
Now
back when they were ran by the whores, like it just doesn't sound okay.
Well, I think I think I've heard Robert say it in Game of Thrones before. I've heard Mark Addy's voice.
Oh wow!
Mention the horse. It might be
him just talking about horse.
No.
Histories and lore.
Yes,
HBO
Histories and lore. Yeah.
He did read a few of those early ones, so that would make sense.
Yeah. Hey, Jables, the Eldermancer himself. You didn't only find us, but you found us in the different streams. So good job, Jables, the Eldermancer. He's level 15, Eldermancer, by the way.
Woo.
There you go.
Little D&D joke for you losers. I didn't mean to click that one. All right. We're doing this one. You guys have been
House Holly
not wanting to do plants. I've had a couple plants here this whole time. No one ever says plants. So we're doing
a lot of these have look like they might be reach houses.
I know, right? Yeah, totally.
That's really because the Riverlands are made up of all of the other places. Just they took a chunk and they're just like, we fight over this land all the time.
That's
too.
True.
So.
Yeah, they should be called the disputed lands.
That was already taken over in Essos, so they had to. They just had to name it after the rivers.
Area. Oh, 3 people already got it. Oh yeah, dude, stream troubles. Completely died. StreamYards just booted us, so I had to put together another stream, and we all met up. A lot of people already got it. Jackie said it twice.
I don't think I'm going to
now.
get this one.
All right. Well, I'll tell you. House Charlton.
Charlton.
Yeah. Duh.
Okay. Sure.
I would have never known. I got one more plant one, and it's really cool. But let's do a couple. Let's do some of the easy ones. Let's say that without sounding creepy, Mark.
Okay.
Let's do some of the easy girls.
Woo,
I mean shields.
woo.
I mean sigils. Oh no. All right. This one.
Frey.
Frey.
Yeah.
Oh, freaking frackin' Frey. Oh man. I watch you watch Tom Grossi, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I didn't even have to. Hey, I watch a Packers guy. Maybe you heard of him. Tom Grossi's even completely.
Do you watch the Paul Farrington show? They're the only Viking show I watch on
No,
YouTube.
I watch a couple Viking shows though.
Okay, Paul Farrington show is.
I don't watch Paul Farrington.
The only one I've seen.
Purple Daily, I think.
But they don't just talk Vikings. They're Vikings fans who talk.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's what I like to talk about Tom Grossi.
Yeah.
Because, it's a podcast, so you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help.
Yeah.
I nailed that. All right. But
You
no,
did.
I still, because he says the frickin' frackin' Green Bay Packers, so I've been saying frickin' frackin' Frey because of him.
Frackin' Frey.
The frickin' frackin' phrase because of Tom Grossi. And no one's mentioned that, and I do it quite a lot. I'll be saying it a lot when Frey Week comes up next month, which by the way I talked about earlier, and I'm covering 3 Walders.
3 Walders.
Yeah, big, black, and rivers. You didn't think that word was coming next. You're like big, black. Oh, never heard a different word after that. Okay, rivers, BBR. British Broadcasting Channel. All right. All right. So, phrase. Do we want to talk about the phrase?
I think
sure.
we got.
I mean,
okay. Is there sigil? Like, why is the bridge not lower down, or is that actually how the twins look in the books? Am I misremembering?
That's where how the twins look. I think
no, it'd be so silly.
Deleted it, but I think that's. Yeah, just artist rendition. Like, there's no way, right?
Right. Like, it'd be so silly to go up the stairs.
Absolutely, Mike. Like, Charlton and Smallwood look like Reach sigils, I think, 100%. And Orcawood from the Iron Islands looks like a Reach sigil. And also, I got another one. Probably, is it just because we think plant?
I was going to say we're just being racist against all the plant houses.
I'm trying not to say that word on my stream, but yeah, I guess you're right. Plantist. Because this totally looks like a Reach symbol.
Yeah.
And this is one of the best names, I think, when it comes to a plant house.
House ball.
House tree, house leaf, house. Are any of those words?
House brown leaf.
Jackie got it. No one's surprised. Mike just said it's his favorite, so I'm assuming he knows it. Mike and Jackie.
House.
I made a couple Canadian jokes. I think I did do a short for this.
Oh, all right.
Because
I'm Canadian. Lay them on me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, just because it's a house maple leaf.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but Canadian sigil is a big red maple leaf.
That's true. I would know this.
I hope you know this. I didn't know you're Canadian. I'm friends with a lot of Canadians.
Nice.
Old YouTube channel I used to run was just me and a bunch of Canadians ran it.
Just you and a bunch of Canadians.
Yeah.
That's the pitch.
Yeah. One of them was super French. One of them was a little French. The other one was from Winnipeg. And
got you.
Literally all over the Canadian spectrum. We had like
all over the Canadian
somebody from Toronto, somebody from deep in Quebec. We called Frenchie, and then like BC guy, and then a Winnipeg guy. So it was like the entire cast of Letterkenny. So
the entire cast.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys got it? Whoop, that's not what I meant to click.
I didn't even see that.
Are you not into trains? All right, so I
Wonderful.
was trying to clear clear spots so I can add 44 sigils. And my wife looks and she goes, "Do you really need the gladiator? Are you not into trains?" And I was like, "Yes." Are you kidding me? Yeah. Like, why? Why do you ask?
Why not?
Dude, it's way awesome. That's why. Yeah, somebody got it earlier. Yeah, Jackie got it. Yeah, Vagar burned that house too. And I bet it smelt amazing.
Is there a wood?
No, there's a tree.
Tree.
It's a house blah 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 tree.
Blah blah.
I shouldn't have gave you the letter. That is the correct letter. It's house B tree.
Bleep. Blah.
House brown tree.
Blah blah.
House blue tree. Close.
Brain tree.
You ready?
Blonde
tree. I would
I don't know.
blonde tree. It's house Blaine tree.
Oh, that's
really close.
I was close
Blaine
with brain tree.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're close with Brain Tree. I think Blaine
Blaine
Tree is an awesome freaking name for a house.
That is
Blaine tree.
Blaine Tree. Yeah, I
Sure.
think that's super cool.
very obviously a reference to the first gym leader, or from one of the gym leaders from the first generation of
Not the
Pokemon.
first.
Yes,
No,
yes.
He's the
And then of course the common plants, which is lesser known of the references.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, Blaine, everyone's favorite character who looks completely different in the show.
who ends up living in a
completely
cave.
different hair. Yeah, and he lives in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I still have 2, 3, 4. I have 4 Harrenhal houses still.
Okay, let's
shouldn't
go.
have saved so many for the end. Now we're just gonna be able to.
Yeah, now we're just gonna roll.
Well, this is
right
the first
through.
time I'm gonna tell you guys. Here, isn't easy. This one you guys would get no matter what.
That's the other one, House
Lothston.
Lothston.
Yep.
Yeah,
One
that
of my
one.
favorite houses. I've covered now 2 characters from House Lothston, and I'm gonna be remaking both of those videos.
Awesome.
Because they were early houses. So I already did my remake I filmed my remake for Guy Lothston, and probably in a couple weeks I'll film my remake for Mad Donnell. But I just talked about Mad Donnell in my Who is the Most Dracula video, because she is definitely pretty Dracula. She's pretty Dracula, guys. All right. Remember when I told you guys that we had some of these?
Hedgehog. House.
Yeah.
House hedge. House
hedge.
House hog. House
edging.
House Shrewsbury.
Good old Blah Tree.
Blah tree. Shrewsbury is good. House.
This is this house, along with House Hog and another house I'm not remembering, is a Three Little Pigs reference. They're all really close to each other.
Hog, pig,
and
what's
yeah,
it?
And
yeah.
Swine.
I don't know how they are. I just know that if you look it up on the wiki, they say that this house
boar.
Oh,
no.
Is it like straw, or like, are we doing like?
Here, let me say here. Let me go down to the trivia here. The Blanks Hall. Oh, it's a hall. That's it. Maybe a reference for the Three Little Pigs. The earth and timber halls of the place are burned down by raiders, but the stout stone sow's horn of House Hog resists Amory Lorch. So this place got burned down and somebody else's did, but House Hog made it.
Okay. So this isn't House Hog.
This is not House Hog.
House Hog, House.
Oh, the timber halls. So this one, they have
this one got
halls.
Okay.
Yeah. But we don't know what their place is called. They do have words though, and it's adorable. I forgot about this.
Okay.
The words are "touch me not." I freaking love that.
It's the adorable version of "Don't tread on me."
Yeah, like don't touch me.
Touch me not.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, there. Mike nailed it. Yeah, the other Mike. Touch me, tease me. Sonic. I almost clicked it because that's the back. Or
House.
I don't think you guys are gonna get it.
No, I'm not gonna get it.
House Wode.
Wode?
W-O-D.
Oh, I've heard of them before, but
I have not.
House Wode. Another like first sigil I did because I couldn't. First short, like one of the first shorts. Because come on, like look at it.
It's very cute.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
All right. What about this guy?
5 towers. Okay, so that's another. Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Is it just towers?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Good job, Viper.
There you go.
It is.
That's like when I got the haystack thing, and it was just house hay.
It's house hay. Yeah. No.
Yeah, and you were just trying to greet me.
Sometimes you just gotta go for it.
Yeah,
you were just trying to get my attention, and I said correct.
Yeah.
Hey. Yes. What?
Yep.
All right. Getting rid of that. Yeah. And then what about this one?
It's the one with the Q. Cohoris?
Cohoris. Do you know why it looks like this?
It's
dark as heck.
It's something about is it something about how they got control over Harrenhal?
They killed 4 people to get there.
This is the death of Heron and his 3 sons.
Got you.
Dark, bro.
Yeah.
And metal as hell. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. You know, I haven't played a clip for a little while.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
Make it fast and sexy.
Nice.
Like another one where my wife's like, "Do you need that one?" I'm like, yeah.
Of course.
I do.
Always.
That's it. And this is something I really wanted to play, but I don't know why, but I really wanted it, but it hasn't. Nothing's came up, so I'm just gonna play it, and then we're gonna move on.
Look, I'm a man of substance. Dorky chicks like you turn me on too.
Wonderful.
There we go. I don't know why I love that so much.
You should have played that after the Amy Gatehouse bit.
Oh yeah, but she's not a dorky chick.
This opportunity.
Dude. She's a smoke show. She ain't no dorky chick. She nerds out on really weird things like stables and kennels. Specifically stable hands.
Stable hands.
Oh god, I love it. I love Gatehouse Amy. And yeah, all right. I guess we can move on and not wait here.
Simply read the cards. You're going to be wonderful, really.
All right. I'll read the card. All right. Now we're only down to 1, just like that, down to 1 Harrenhal house.
Oh, it's just one.
Rocked through them Harrenhal houses. All right.
Oh. Now this one is. Michael, do you have anything?
So it's got to be one of the old extinct Riverland kings.
Happy birthday!
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Is this the infamous House Mud?
Yes,
because of the crown and the brown.
Showed you House Mud. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Brown crown. I'm gonna take you down the brown crown. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a saying? Take you down the brown town?
That's Pound Town.
No.
Pound Town. Brown Pound Town.
Brown Town is not where you want to be.
Brown Pound Town with the crown. I was once crowned in Brown Pound Town.
Awesome, man.
God. I can't say we're getting weird because we're almost 3 hours in because we're only 34 minutes in.
Yeah, we're only 34 minutes.
We just started, guys.
Yeah, and we've sped through all of these.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Before time started. This is the time traveling house of House Mud.
House Mud.
Yeah, the 3-eyed mud.
Wait, where exactly in House of the Dragon did we see these guys?
When Rhaenyra was at, I can tell you, time, place, and episode. When Rhaenyra is hanging out at Storm's End, when the Bracken and Blackwood have the duel over her.
Oh, episode 4.
Episode 4, thank you.
Gotcha.
There is a old man with the house mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can probably get the picture really quick because it's on here because I made a short of it.
Sure.
If I just go to all my documents and do a blanket search for mud, I bet it will come up. Yeah, mud guy.
Mud guy.
Yep, right here, mud guy. Yeah. The three-eyed mud.
Yeah.
Dude, he's just jacked out of all that mud stuff. And he is dead, apparently, for 300 years. Maybe he's just Yoda.
Maybe he's just cosplaying.
Mud. Yeah. Dude, this guy just turned 21 and he even got it. And yeah. All right. Yeah, maybe just a mud enthusiast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he grew up in Browntown.
Grew up in Browntown.
Mike's not even laughing anymore at my brown pound town.
No, I'm sorry. I was reading about Game of Thrones related rumors. Did you guys hear what happened? George and Maisie Williams had lunch, and now everyone is thinking there's going to be an Arya.
There's going to be an Arya show. Oh my god.
Well, it's more than they had lunch. They had lunch, and they said someone apparently said, "Can't discuss what we talked about. I don't want to jinx it, but it could be exciting or something." So like
maybe she's gonna play.
I don't want an Arya spinoff.
Maybe she's gonna play Lyanna in the play.
Hey.
Oh wait, that is. Oh, I would like that.
Actually,
that's cool. That's cool.
Honestly, that's a way better thing that they could have talked about than literally any single thing Reddit has mentioned. Because Reddit is just coping about. Please don't make it an Arya spinoff. What could it be besides that? And that's way better than anything that they.
I think that's what it is.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Taco, do a clickbait video tomorrow.
Yeah. No,
clickbait is just breaking Arya Stark spinoff ? And then you give your idea, Taco. Play the YouTube clickbait game, Taco.
I got a clip for that.
He's got a clip.
It certainly does suck.
Dude, I'll see people who cover what I do. Like literally, like I'll see the same short I made, but of course, way better made. Mine, I don't like with like money and stuff. But they're always named a clickbait thing where I'm just like, how's this? Yeah. And then it's just like the long lost Targaryens. And I'm like, oh, dude, why? Why name it clickbait?
The long lost Targaryen.
Yeah,
or just something like that.
No, there is. I've seen a few channels. Like, shorts are especially bad.
Yeah, shorts like the one house Tywin couldn't stop. And it's like, shut up.
I've seen some weird like clickbaity shorts ones. I
hate that.
I don't really watch much shorts, but
all right. Is it late enough for? No, it's not late enough. I'm not going to do it yet. What about this? Is the last hard one I got. Besides me myself, I'm pretty.
Mallistar.
Yes. No.
Oh.
Wrong.
Oh.
You'll never get this one, and this is the Salt Pans one. And no, it isn't House Cox. That's the other stuff. Yeah.
It's the Salt Pans. Is it how? It's House Salty.
It's not Salty or Pansy.
Saltbird.
House Pansy is amazing. I want to make House Pansy.
House Pansy's great. House Sea
House Seabird.
I don't know.
Now that I know how to spell it, I'll Google it. See if I got anything for you guys. There is a wife of a Hostine Frey is from this house.
The wife
Belena.
of Hostine.
Yeah. If that doesn't answer it, come on, guys.
Bellena.
Bellena. I'm gonna make that crap up. I killed Viper. Bellena. Thank you, guys.
So that changes what I'm going to guess,
click on
because
it.
I would have guessed something that started with an E if it was Elena, but now that it's
two-
Belena, it's got to
Now
start with
that's
a B.
Belena. That's
Two
just...
people got it already.
Belena.
Oh yeah, I
Bwimble.
love this. Right, so this
I'm
dude,
officially going with Bwimble.
so he's like, yeah, I play a lot of
Identity.
Crusader Kings. I know this. I'm not gonna get. And then it's like, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
And also we
Belena.
covered all the really hard ones. Like we started off like with some really difficult ones. So I think that this is the last one that I feel like should be stumping anybody.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like I've seen this
No
one
clue.
before too, which is weird. But like,
I haven't.
Here, we'll let Jackie and Mike tell you guys. Hawick.
Hawick?
Hawick.
So if we would have just said Hawk
I
and pronounced it
Sure.
a little bit off.
Hawk.
Hawick.
Hawick.
Howick.
Hawk.
Hawick.
Hawk.
But sure.
Yeah. Why not? And then we got this one. This one. There you go.
Mallistar.
Mallistar.
Oh God! Right away.
That one I knew.
Mallistars are so freaking underrated. Mallistars are so freaking cool.
Mhm.
Easily top 3 Riverland house, not counting extinct ones, because just strong is
Yeah.
always up there. But like current houses from the Riverlands, dude, Mallistars are what's up. Like Dennis Mallistar up in the wall, all the Mallistars. What's his name? It's not Jason. Was it Jason Mallistar? Yeah, with the really cool helmet.
Yeah, there's a Jason.
Is it Jason Mallistar who I'm thinking of?
I know the Mallistars ran the Riverlands in my last CK2 playthrough. I started after the Doom, and they took over after like the chaos.
Yeah, Jason Mallistar. I just did a video with Jason in it because I did a short of all of the people that Jorah Mormont beat in the tourney at Lannisport. And one of them was Jason Mallistar. It was like a who's who of people. Yeah. And dude, look at that guy. Guy's so
Yeah,
cool.
pretty nice. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
cool.
the
Art by
winged
the
helmet.
Miko. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Cool eagle helmet. Can't touch me, not with my cheese helmet. We're moving too quick again. Should we see what Flanders has to say?
Dear Lord, that's the loudest profanity I've ever heard.
I caught half of that again.
Cool. Here I got a spoiler for you.
Ned Stark dies, by the way.
And then I'm trying to look at ones I haven't played, and then we'll move on. There's this one's great.
I never even saw these assholes before.
I like the German subtitles. Or
Yeah,
I don't know if
anytime you get some German subtitles, you know that you're right. You know you're in the right. I love that.
You got knocked the fuck out.
I missed that again.
Just Chris Tucker telling you that you got knocked the fuck out. We only got 3 houses left.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I think I can do this. I think. Okay, let's do just.
One's too hot for TV. The other one's a fish, and the other one's an Harrenhal house.
Yeah.
Yeah. They love everybody but the Ironborn. Yeah, Mallistars are great unless you're like, unless you're a Pike. Like Cotter Pike seems really chill. Denny's Mallistar seems really chill, and they freaking hate each other. They would literally let a 19-year-old boy become president before the other ones would. They're like, fine, I'll vote Jon Snow as long as it's not Cotter Pike or Dennis Mallistar. All right, you guys ready? This one it's uncensored.
Okay, Piper.
Thank you. I didn't want to hold it up for long. Thank you. That's it, guys. Sorry.
Piper.
That's it.
Piper, I barely know her. I mean, I feel like you have to with that sigil.
Yeah,
right?
no, that's pretty good. I don't have a clip for that. But that's pretty good.
You have one. You just can't decide which one.
Yeah.
of the 50 you have would be appropriate right now.
Well, I'm gonna do this one.
That's working. Overtime.
see, I wish I had a folder of that clip because it's Alec Baldwin asking if his dick is working.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's working. Overtime. Yeah. No. Something happened a couple days ago, and I needed like comfort movies. So I went and watched just a bunch of Martin Scorsese in like 3 days, like movies I've seen 100 times. So in the last couple days, I watched Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, Casino, and Departed. And it's like,
awesome.
Yeah, no, I needed them. They were good. All right.
Mooton.
Yeah, Mooton. Yeah. Not a worthy clip. Oh, dang it. I'm not worthy. Oh, I'm not worthy. I can't believe I don't have an I'm not worthy. I have so much Wayne's World, but I don't have an I'm not worthy. Did I play all my Wayne's Worlds? I don't think I did. Did I play this one?
No. I'm just gonna stay here and lick the cat's butt.
I played that one yet? Oh, maybe.
All right.
And then I got I think, and that's about it. All right, Mooton, we're down to one house.
Okay.
And we got plenty of time.
It's the
I
Heron
can't
Hall
say
one, right?
because I want to do a 3-hour video anymore because we can't do that anymore. But yeah,
Haraway.
House Haraway. Yeah, just like that, and they had a town and everything. And now the two-headed horse Roots have it. I didn't make that sentence up as I got along. That's
got
valid.
you. Yeah.
And now all I got is clips and pictures of Russell Crowe holding train sets and little kids jumping into holes.
Yep.
That's all I got left.
Yep.
Wait, I do got one more sigil. I didn't have a room.
Okay.
One sec here.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had to add one.
Let's see the sigil. This was a big one, you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's House Strong of Strong Badia. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
If you guys don't get if you don't get Homestar Runner jokes, like you realize that my background is Strong Badia. We constantly do streams in a Homestar Runner reference, and no one gets that they're Homestar Runner.
No. Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, we totally did the Justman a bit ago. Yeah. No, you guys don't get Homestar Runner references.
No.
Well, to that I have to say this.
Wow. What a hole.
So I don't know why it tickles me so. God, just what a hole! Like I love it. I don't know.
It is a good clip.
Yeah, I love it. I think that's it's pretty much all I got for clips. Oh wait, I got one more Departed.
I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know why I thought we would need those. Like some of these, I'm like, we definitely need that. Never comes up.
Yeah.
And I've had one clip that I've yet to play because it's just to reference one character, and we've yet to bring him up in all of my streams.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
Sure.
And it will not be played still.
You can't.
Oh, all right.
Moment.
I was about to.
No.
Okay.
No.
Right.
If somebody, we said his first name earlier, but we were talking about a different house, and I was so close. It was the closest I've ever gotten.
Interesting.
And because it's just so perfect for him that I don't want to shoehorn it.
Yeah.
It's just too perfect.
One day.
I do have this for whenever Jon Snow gets brought up.
Oh, this isn't going to be about Jesus, is it?
Because he's like.
I got like half of that again.
This isn't going to be about Jesus, is it? Because he's like
That's
the
fair.
Christ.
Yeah.
My wife said for my Christmas video, which this isn't what I'm doing, but she's like, "Oh, you did your who's the most Dracula?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You should do who's the most Jesus." And I was
Who's the
like,
most Jesus? Yeah.
"That's hilarious."
Yeah,
But
that's good.
But no.
No, it's super good. But then
I mean,
Who's the
I feel
most
like that
Santa?
I know. I just found. I filmed it today. I just found
Okay.
the Santa. and just did a video for the Santa of Westeros.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah. That makes
another,
sense.
Like, the
Or are you going to have a
characters
Grinch of Westeros?
Who would the Grinch of Westeros be? Tywin?
They got to have green. They have to be an asshole and have green as their... So Otto Hightower?
Yeah, Otto
is definitely the Grinch.
Otto Hightower is definitely the Grinch.
Show canon, Otto is absolutely the Grinch.
Yeah. Because he gets kidnapped and we don't know why.
Well, also, he just does way more, right? Like, in the books, isn't Kristen Cole the Kingmaker, where in the show, it's like, nah, fuckers, Otto did all of the things that, like, are important.
Kristen Cole doesn't... He's only the Kingmaker because he's the one who put the crown on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, it's the same... The timeline...
Okay.
The show has muddled a lot, but timeline is not one of them.
I thought in the source material, Kristen like spoke up much more strongly and had like a more active hand, whereas in the show it was like all just Otto's like scheming. But maybe I don't actually remember.
It's about the same. Like, I feel like maybe Cole knew about the mutiny ahead of time, but again, it's like Otto's like, "Hey, we're gonna do this," and then Lyman Beesbury is like, But the rules, and then Kristen Cole kills him in some way, or imprisons him. But I don't feel like I feel like Otto is just more of a prick because we just meet him more. We're just around him more, and we get to witness him like turning to his 16-year-old daughter and just be like, "Shut up and make kids and make the house be better." Like awful crap.
Well, also, like, if you were looking at the show, at least, it's like, oh, if you had to remove just one person from this entire equation and hope that it goes better, you remove Otto.
Yeah.
And just hope that, like, the scheming doesn't break the entire family apart. It's like, yeah, that's the best chance you have of fixing anything.
Yeah, I think you could say, what if Otto, like, died on his way to King's Landing when he gets named Hand? How would things be different? And... Alicent doesn't marry Viserys. Aegon doesn't get born. Like it changes things pretty fast. Like if Otto never gets there, he never brings Alicent.
Or even like if you just took Otto and made him not a scheming asshole.
Yeah.
Even if Alicent still marries Viserys because he likes her. That probably, in the show canon at least, it probably would have all gone fine because Aegon didn't care. About taking the throne. Alicent and Aegon, no one was going to do that without Otto doing it all in the show.
Doing it all. And also, I just said, went to be Hand of the King for Viserys. He was Hand of the King for Old King Darry for 2 years. I don't want to get that lore wrong, but And they hint that he killed Balon. Like that's still like something they hint at in the show where I'm like, oh.
One thing about the show that's weird is that we seem to be 2 years ahead of where the books are. So like in House of the Dragon, for whatever reason it seems we okay, hold on. Let's do the math. Wait, I'm gonna do the math.
Yeah, do the math because I'm really confused and I wasn't until you started.
Okay. Council of 101.
Yes.
That's where episode 1 starts. And then episode 1, it says we are in the 9th year of Viserys's reign. Wait, hold on. Actually, no. I had something, and now I can't explain it. I'll write an essay. I'll send it to you.
Don't do math live. Just do.
Don't do math live.
Just do it.
No.
No matter how smart you are, you always look like Scott Steiner when you try to do math live. And you guys aren't going to get that reference, but it's a good one.
Not going to do that. Anyway, TLDR, the timeline in the show is kind of wonky.
Yeah. No, that I believe you on.
Bless you, Viper.
I tried.
He's adorable, ain't he?
I tried.
I love how like old and grizzled me and Michael all look like we've like seen shit. And Viper's out down there all happy, and we're like in our second or third tour.
Yeah. This ain't even my first YouTube channel.
No, not mine.
Oh my god.
Mine was called Unprofessional Movie Reviews. Please don't look it up.
And you were with the
10
bunch of
years
Canadians.
ago. No, that's about my third. No, I think that's my second. I think this one's my third. So I did Unprofessional Movie Reviews, and then Schmoes of the North that got turned into Northern Entertainment Group, and then I came over here. Yeah.
Awesome.
No, I think, are you Gen Z?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I assume.
No,
You're either that or Alpha. sorry. You're the same generation as my daughter, dude.
Oh, no.
She's 4. You're closer to her in age.
I do love how the whole like naming generations thing was invented by boomers. Like someone wrote a book about like the differences in generations, and that's when they named the generations and everyone started naming them. And the joke I always make is like, oh, you can tell that boomers started naming the generations because they named them to run out of letters right after the boomers die. And then they outlived it a little bit. So now they have to deal with Generation Alpha. But we had X, all the generations after them, X, Y, Z, we don't care. We're gone after that. You guys figure it out.
Yeah. It is why became millennial.
The reality is it was Generation X because it was X as a variable and they didn't have a name for him yet. And then they never got a name because nobody cared. And then they also went with Y as the next variable. But then millennials got an actual name. Gen X just never got a name.
Are we going with Zoomers for Z?
I think so, but then Gen Alpha is also still just Gen Alpha for now. But
Alpha's cool enough. Well, it was named after the Forgotten Generation because the Forgotten Generation would not have named themselves Forgotten Generation.
The greatest generation was the ones the boomers all looked up to. Yeah,
they
you
named
can
their
so tell
parents.
they named them.
You guys are so cool.
Yeah. No, you can tell it was all named by boomers, but yeah. And before then, they just hated the young people in a vague general sense about how young people these days are all lazy and society is collapsing, but they didn't have names for it. We just started the names recently. They felt like society's collapsing and young people are lazy for thousands of years. That's the one constant in life.
There's a Primus song about that. But anyways, a joke I always make about Gen X whenever somebody's like, "Oh, I'm part of Gen X." It's just a joke I use to like make fun of my mom. And it's just Gen Xers are just boomers who didn't get degrees. They're just dumb boomers. And again, that's just because my mom has all the same point of views of boomers, but she never went to college.
Okay.
Has all the same views, but she learned them by watching Beavis and Butthead. Which, just say what you want about Gen X. They had the best TV and the best music, in my opinion. Because they had grunge music and they had early MTV. They had like Beavis and Butthead and Liquid Television, early Simpsons. Like, they were kicking it. and really awesome music. And I don't know what happened. They got too old. I'm kidding. There's at least one Gen X in the comments who are like, "Hey, we're cool." All right. Well, I still want to make it 10 minutes, but it's funny because I don't feel like I have any reason to stretch out because normally I want to make it to a 3-hour video, but of course, and the sooner we get done, the sooner I can like add a thumbnail and fix this.
Oh yeah. You don't have the chance of being a 3-hour stream. Honestly, it's weird. We had stream difficulties and the most to cover, and we covered them all in record
exactly.
time. So we knew we had to work.
We never really went on a huge talk about something else tangent.
Right.
We for the first time in a long time stayed on target. I never once had to play Stay on Target.
That's true.
Stay on target. We're too close. Stay on target.
Yeah, that's for when we tangent, and we did not tangent enough. But I also got to use my new intro twice. My season 3 brand filmed. Yeah, so that's going to be heading on after today. So starting tomorrow at 4:00, it will be the new something to talk about. Me and my daughter filmed a new one, and yeah, less clanky. I don't have to tell her. I don't have to give her notes in between this one. She killed it pretty quick. But yeah, I'm excited for the new intro. And it's definitely you could tell that she got better at it. So, yeah. Yeah. And I think that's gonna be a thing I'm gonna do every year is have her record a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like a good play.
Until I get a new kid and she's not the cute one anymore. You know, I got a cute one. What are you, 7?
The first one. So remember how in the first one you were like helping her through the intro?
Yeah.
At some point, she has to help the next kid do the first intro that that kid does. Yeah.
That's what it's gonna have to be. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I still love that first intro, and I'm like still getting used to the new one. But I do love there's something to talk about. Louder. Yeah. I do still, and I still get comments about that. Like I've been using it for months, and I still get like people greet me and her as if she's with me. It's like, oh, here's Taco and the little lady, and it's like I filmed that like in March. Like she's not around.
Yeah.
Like
she doesn't get to read the comments as they come in.
Unfortunately,
not. And also I've made rules of like she doesn't appear on screen. If she does, it's like because she woke up in the middle of me doing a live stream and I have to like, hey, I have to go bring her back to bed. Like she's not in videos because I don't like the internet that much. I fear the internet, and you know she's a cute little girl and she's not allowed to be on stream.
Yeah.
So as it should be.
Yeah, and I hate the idea of family stuff, but does she edit the video? She would do just as good a job as I do.
Yeah. Honestly, you should start outsourcing your editing.
Can we start saying that she's my editor?
Yeah.
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 Jackie, thank you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I do got a new intro. I used it twice now. So yeah. This video and the one that that failed right before us. I'm glad we got everybody back too. We have just as much people before we lost. So.
Heck yeah, welcome everybody.
Dude, that means that you guys wanted to follow us so much that you had to leave and click a new thing, wait for 5 minutes. I know what I'm sounding doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't know if I would have done it. You know what my biggest fear was? That Alt Swift X did another Akaka Bridge today.
And then all our viewers are gone. Yeah.
Yeah, because he did 3 in 1 week.
Yeah. I caught the end of one of them, and I was like, oh wait, what? There's another one, and then it's like he was just finishing up right at the end. I was like, I said, oh fuck you when he did the 3rd one because I didn't think it would ever. Because I commented on the second like. Oh, are we getting the next one tomorrow? And then he skipped the day, and then it was like Akaka Bridge live now, and I went, "Oh fuck you!" Honestly, like I'm tempted to check like right after this stream ends. I'm like, oh, it would be right about that time that he would start up. But.
So I don't know if I would ever cover. I'm doing a short.
Ehrenford.
I'm doing a short for Ehrenford. Like that's on the list, but. Is there enough? Let's look. All right. I'm not going to just shoot it down. I never just shoot them down. I always look. I know that there's art, so there's one thing. I know that Joyce Ehrenford has art. So one of my things. Only one picture, though. And nothing. No. Really, she's Walder Frey's wife, married on 90th, and she's at the red wedding. That's literally all we have. Like, she doesn't have anything. So no, I'm sorry, Mike. We need enough. Like, need something to sink our teeth into. And a lot of times when it's like a character who's that small, no one's gonna watch it.
Taco. Okay, wait. Did he ask for a short?
No, a video.
Oh, if you did a short, this is Joyous Ehrenford. Here's all the shit we don't know about her. And there's just a blank. Here's some more shit we don't know about her.
Yeah.
It's all the fucking time she doesn't appear in the books.
Yeah.
And then,
see you guys later.
like, that would be a good short. for the characters you should do that at least once, where you're just like, we don't know shit. Ain't nothing here. Doesn't do fucking shit in this book either.
Did I tell you who my no, you weren't here last time, who my April Fools? I figured out on stream who my April Fools for next year is going to be.
Wait, I forgot too.
I told Viper. Viper was here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So last time it was Shitmouth.
Okay.
So the idea, of course, it's just like my Christmas video. It's going to be a character that's like not big enough for me to do like waste a week on, but you know, it's a small little bit bonus video, kind of like what I did with Kego Ale. I can't even remember the guy's name now. Williams Stafford, the Kego Whale, like no art for him, super tiny. But I'm gonna cover husband.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And
the name of the character. Go ahead, look this up, Michael.
Yep.
It's the husband at the Inn at the Kneeling Man, and his name isn't blank husband or whose husband. Yeah. His
capital
name is just capital H husband. And I don't know if it's a mistake or what, but yeah, straight up, if you go to the wiki, I'm doing it right now, and type in husband, it goes right to capital H husband. Yeah. Husband is the husband of Sharna, the innkeep at the end of the Kneeling Man.
That would be pretty funny. Like that seems like seems like a George thing to do, where it's like, it feels like the typical fantasy thing would have a character just named someone's wife. As like, and George is like gonna do the opposite. Be like, nope, this is husband.
This is husband.
Yeah,
feels like a George
but that's
thing.
really funny. I think I've done a old tree short, and if I haven't, so there's something I did like 2 years ago. Is the sheet of paper still here? If it is, I'm gonna be so amazed. Nope, that's different. I have lists. I thought I had it somewhere. Nope, that's a picture of a cat I drew for my daughter. Is this it? One sec. No. This is how many times how many people are are on the small council.
I like that we're finding out Taco's organization strategy is a bunch of crumpled up notes in a big box. Like, together.
It is.
It's like I have a good idea. I write it down, I crumple it up, and I toss it in this bucket. And then I keep all of my notes in a bucket.
Oh, found it.
Found it.
Okay, but no, to finish off what this is a video I'm going to do at some point. I wanted to say the houses that were in the small council the most. So, which house? Yeah, there is a house that is 7, and then 8 has 8 members of them on the small council, and then and then the other sheet I like did the list of what it is. But that's a video for a rainy day, and that's what nice. This is something I did a long time ago. And this is only one sheet. I had 3 of them. So I think, trees right here. I wrote down at work, I went through every single sigil. And I wrote down everyone with axes, everyone with hands, every sigil that had bugs. And these are the first shorts I made. I had these made already. Everyone with stags, everyone with crabs, all the ones with roosters. And yes, I did do gargling. Every eagle, every knife, every crab. Hilariously, house crab isn't on that list. But I do have every tree, and there's 15. And that's why I've never done it.
Okay.
So Appleton, Blackwood, Fell, Horror, Little, Marbrand, Mullen, Orkwood, Rowan, Ryger, Stain. Yep, Stonehouse, or Stone Tree, sorry. Tallheart, Fen. It's not Fen. Fen isn't a tree. I don't know why I wrote that. And Windwater. So I might have to go back.
Awesome.
Fen wouldn't be on there. Anyways, that's my crazy. I get like, autistic mind and can't move past anything, and I have to write down everything. So one of my favorite, idea lucky box. Dude, they're there. It's my rainy day box, and it's attached to my couch. But no, one of the best comments I ever got, and it got held, and I tried to free it so everybody can see it, but it didn't. It never showed up. I couldn't find it after. But I got a comment that just said, "Bro, you autistic or something," and I commented like, "Yeah,
yeah,
like, what gave it away?"
I have a successful YouTube channel, probably. Like,
yeah.
You don't get any subscribers on YouTube without at least a little bit of it.
A little touch of the tism. And Glidus, as probably everybody in the chat knows, and all of you guys know, just did a Q&A at Quanda. Yeah. And one of the questions was, "Are you autistic?" And he went, and then it moved on. Yeah. And was like, "You got that?" Like, I laughed so hard because I got that. And it's like, I don't know. I think in order to be passionate about something that doesn't frickin' matter to the point that you waste multiple hours of the week on, you have to be a little.
Just a tad bit.
Just a tad. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I wish I remember who did that, because I was not mad at that. Like that comment, because I don't think it was an insult either, because I don't consider that an insult.
If anyone's ever commented on my videos and they didn't show up, I'm sorry, I haven't checked my held bucket. The last time I probably checked was when Taco reminded me I have a held bucket, and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't looked in there in months. What's in there? And I find a comment from Taco in there.
If the boot fits, Jackie.
Look who is that?
I was in there.
Yeah, remember I sent you. You were in there because you made some joke about. You made some dirty joke about something or another, and I'm like, oh, first person I see when I open up this thing is here's Taco.
Oh, that's so freaking funny, dude.
Yeah, I can't remember what exactly you said.
You're like, oh yeah, held comments. Yeah, I just brought up held comments because I was like, how come you never messaged me back?
Yeah.
Check the held comments for me.
Yeah. Let's see.
I've done all fruit sigils in a short time.
Oh.
No, so I already filmed.
Do you want to know? Oh, I was going to say I have the exact wording, but
all right, go ahead. Yeah, do it.
No, your exact comment that was in my held bucket long ago was, I won't kink shame. Maybe the world likes a finger in the bum. Talking about
it was I know the video. Yeah, it was the Euron in Blood Raven. This guy's lying. Yeah. I'm evil. Yeah. Oh my god! Not that I'm a nerd for your channel, you fucking loser, but
it was in the held bucket right next to someone saying, "I'd let her strap me to a tree too," with the laughing emojis.
Bro, you got some good held comments.
Great.
I just have the screenshot of when I found you in there. I'm not in my current held comments. I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, mine are just like something wrong with their brain. Yeah, yeah, there is. I wouldn't say wrong. There's just something fun, spicy, just a little flavor. So I filmed my Christmas, my holidays video. I'm putting it on Christmas. But I did say happy holidays in it. But I filmed it today. I'm that far ahead.
Awesome.
The rest of that week is Frey week, and I started those videos, like I labeled them. I haven't started writing them quite yet, but I already had that one because I was a week off. So I made it because I thought I had to film it right away. But turns out it's for the next week. But I filmed it anyways because I was already filming today. Why do I have to be that anal retentive of just because it comes out in the same week as Frey weeks? I have to film it in the same day. That's some weird, crazy stuff that my brain tells me I have to do. And then I was like, why, brain? Why why do I have to wait next week when I'm done and ready to film it? So I did film that one already. So I did film my Christmas video today, November 11th, guys.
Awesome. You're ahead of the curve.
I'm pretty far ahead. Well, also we're moving soon. We bought a house. I didn't tell you.
Yeah. Nice. I do remember you telling me this.
But we bought a house, so I'm really nervous about how long my gap of being able to film is.
Yeah.
But I'm like 7 weeks ahead, so I think I'll be
fine. Think you're good. Yeah.
Yeah. And if I start to get close, I'll just say screw it and just start doing one a week. Yeah. Yeah. If I have to. But I don't think I have to. I think I'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, here I am being like, well, I hope I'll get last weekend's video done soon, but I got stuff to do after
You
this.
were on a run for like
I
half
was.
of this year.
Dude,
like,
no,
you did really good. More than half. For the majority of this year,
I put
feel
out
like you were
more than a video a week since I started putting out videos, because I put out 2 a week for a long time too.
Yeah.
So like if you took it like on average, I'm still,
Dude, I don't even want to know what my average is. Just because you got Frey week every once in a while.
Yeah.
I did Maester week. And then I got Take the Black Friday where I have 2 videos that day coming out. So, and I'm so happy to talk about Three Finger Hop. Yeah, go ahead, Viper.
Yeah, I'm just like, you guys doing things and like having all of this backlog of content is like so impressive to me, because what I do.
I'm not normal. I'll tell you right now, I'm not normal. Don't compare what I do to anybody else.
Okay,
I don't edit. So keep going.
Well, what I do is like the moment I finish editing a video, I save it onto my computer and I just put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I did.
Essentially.
That's what I did at first. When I first, like last fall, I was just like, I would finish, upload at 7 a.m. the next day. And then eventually I realized, oh, now that if I do that, now that I get paid for this, I will not ever stop making YouTube videos if I just don't have any schedule, right? Like if I'm just like, oh, I could just go work on a video now. I would just go do that a ton, and I would eventually burn out hard if I just kept doing that forever. So I'm like, okay, doing it once a week at least like gives me
that's it.
A break to not be like, I need to work on the next one because I can get one out Wednesday, and then if I get it out, the next one out Saturday instead of the next Sunday, I can start working on the next one faster. That's like,
well, and
I can't do that either.
I only got to as far ahead as I did because I gave myself 2 videos a week. But it was just, I was 1 a week ahead, and I was happy with that.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, because I just had a day where I filmed 6 videos, I was 2 weeks ahead. And then I had another, and then I did, film 2 a week or whatever. And then I had a day where I did a bunch again. And, then I had a week where I filmed twice. And next thing you know, I'm 7 ahead. And it's good because then there are days or there are weeks at my job when I do 7 days in a row. And I know I'm not going to film that week. But now it don't matter. Like I'm not going to fall behind. And I want Viper and anyone else to know it's only possible because of how much work I put in. Like in like that's it. Is I go if I put a lot of thought into it and edited it and polished it and went over crap, there would be no way I have the amount that I do.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But, Michael puts out less and he kicks my ass. So it is what it is. And to answer your question, are you happy? Would you be happy with a short? Because for one, like doing a video of Walder Frey's wives doesn't sound like a video I'd make. It just doesn't fit any of the categories of the series as I'm doing. But that absolutely does sound like a short I would make. Or would you just be happy because I am covering Aaron Ford? I am just doing an Aaron Ford short. So let's hope
I just thought about this. Honestly, feels like it needs to be someone in the community needs to do it. And if you're not going to do it, maybe I will. Someone needs to do a Walder Frey's wives a tier list where you just put all of them into a tier list.
Yeah, do it.
With the no information we have about like all of them.
Yeah, you do the worst thing ever. You rate women on how cool.
Exactly.
Once you have 4 kids, that's pretty good breeding stock. Hey, like that's awful. That's just awful.
I was thinking you're gonna say the worst thing ever is just like judging the women, just like making the tier list off of women off of just like the first instinct, just like yep, D tier.
Have you seen some of his wives? I mean, I am looking at the Miko's art. So
I know nothing about all of his wives other than that he was married to one of them.
She had great hips, S tier.
yeah.
Awful. There's somebody who grew up in the 50s who is not getting these jokes. They're like, why is that funny?
Yeah,
Don't you want them to be good breeding stock?
You need them to have good birthing hips, obviously.
Well, Ian, that's funny. Is I call that sexist, but that's the first thing Catelyn notices about any female.
Yeah.
Catelyn's like, geez, Rob, you gonna squeeze out kids with that tiny little thing? It is weird that that's like the first thing Catelyn looks at when she meets a girl. Like it's not just Jane.
It's
Westerling.
Yeah. It's that like internalized, like you are here to make children, like that's what you are in this society, and she's just like, oh yeah, that is what we are. Oh, let's take a look how good they are at it.
Yeah.
You. All right, Cat.
She's Cat. Cat's a hit person.
Maybe that is it. She's just like,
oh man,
the really repressed bisexuality of Cat Stark.
Yeah.
Are you a this guy or a hip guy? I'm a hip guy.
I'm rereading Feast right now, and the way that Cersei goes about the way that Cersei goes about like greeting women, also not the best. She just talks about how ugly they all are. It's not good.
Cat and Cersei are both really mean to women.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, Cersei's literally how else do you say it? A sex offender. Like she forces herself on how am I gonna forget her name of Merryweather? Tyenna Merryweather. Yeah. In that scene. Like, talk about hard to read chapters. Like, and that's not the most hard to read chapter. I know what the most hard to read chapter is, but that one's a little rough because, like, as soon as Tyenna starts to pretend like she is giving consent, even though she said no at first, and then she's like, "Yeah, go ahead, I like this." Then Cersei's like, "I don't want to do it anymore." It's like, Jesus, Cersei. Like, oh, it's so bad. It's so awful. Anyways, it's just a bad time to say Feast is probably my favorite book or second favorite.
Feast is so good.
Feast is so good. It's hard to put anything over Storm, just because everything's in Storm, right?
Yeah,
like
Storm is
okay.
Red
Storm
Wedding, Death of Tywin,
so
like
good.
Yeah, Storm is just bangers.
I do have problems with Storm because like at times it feels like there's like a pacing issue of like things are going like really, really, really fast. Especially with the Dany chapters,
I like the pacing being a little faster, but
Dany slows it down, and then you flip over the Dany chapters, and it's like,
the thing about Dany is like it skips around a bunch, and then she's almost like retelling what happened, in between chapters.
Yeah,
and so that's kind of difficult for me to get into.
I'm a firm believer in you make your own pace, especially when it comes to Dany. Is sometimes when I like look at what the next chapter is and it's Dany, I'm like, oh wait,
you're not gonna read that.
Like I want to get right to the next, especially when it's like not that this ever happens, but if it was like in the middle of a Red Wedding and it's like an Arya chapter or this chapter and it's all in the same centralized. If there's one that's not in that centralized area, I'm like, no, I'll wait. But I don't think he ever really does that, though.
I feel like it's almost a rite of passage, though, as an Ice and Fire fan, to have a time where you really want to reread Game of Thrones, but just don't care about the Dany chapters this time through.
I've never
done that once. One time where I'm like,
there's only 2 chapters that I never go back to. There's 2 chapters I skip when I go through.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it's the Varamir chapter.
Yes.
And is it one of the Arya ones?
It's one of the Arya ones. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. Arya. It's an Aryan clash.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the Chiswick telling the story about that awful story that he tells of the assault on the girl at the inn, and yeah, I'm a dad of a daughter, and not only that, like I don't think anyone should be comfortable with that chapter. That chapter's really rough, but especially like I have a little girl, and I can't do that chapter. It used to make me feel gross. Now I just can't do it. Now I just nope, not ruining my day. Thank you, George. And so I skipped that one and Varamir's prologue. Also because I don't feel like I need the Varamir is less about it being in the mind of a really awful person, which it is, but it's also there's no narrative reason to listen to it. There is a symbolic reason, and there is subtext reason.
There's a bunch of little magical hints and stuff.
And it's in the subtext of like, oh, you need to learn what happens when a warg dies. Nothing to do with John. Wink. There's like that. But once I know all that, why do I have to? It's like an hour chapter, like for audiobook. It's a big one. Why do I have to waste an hour on Varamir Sixskins? Like, fuck that guy. like he doesn't deserve that hour.
I also or go ahead if you have anything else.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say also what Jackie said about Danny she said she loves Danny. I will say as well though, the other side of that is going through at some point just being like, hey, now I'm just gonna read the Danny chapters and skip everything else, because that's the reason you do it, right? Is because you're trying to like get a hold on the story. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, Danny isn't actually relevant to what's going on in Westeros in the first book.
Especially,
and then later you go through and you're like, okay, I only want to figure out what the heck is going on with Danny right now.
Yeah, especially later on. The Myrni's knot is a lot easier to untie if you listen to all those chapters.
All back into yep.
Exactly. And that's the best way to do dance Danny is just go through dance and then Danny's chapters.
That's what I was talking about with like the separate reread, basically.
I do want Jackie to know, like, absolutely important. It is important. They are hard. They should be heard. And that's why I've read it multiple times before I was like, all right, like, I don't think I wasn't saying like, oh, never read that chapter or that chapter should be taken out of the books. No, absolutely not. I feel like that chapter is extremely important, but I don't need my day ruined, like just because of how it affects me personally. But that's my main thing. And George has that effect. Certain chapters can make or break my day. And I wasn't offended at all. I wanted to make sure I wasn't being offensive. I would just over clarifying. I love you, Jackie. But to bring it to a completely different topic, there are chapters where I don't want to be at work when I listen to him because George is just like makes me sweat. George. There are days when I'm just like, I don't know, man. He's 70 and he's an old man, and maybe I could. maybe I will. Like if he can write something this hot, maybe George is a freaking bad. Like I don't know. Oh man. You can't read Danny Dance chapters. They are like literally they are a knot. They are literally reading a knot, and it is so hard to get through because Danny Dance chapters, the story is only being hinted at, like, kinda. And before you know it, you have to know all these characters' names and motivations. Yeah. And it's just like literally like Reznak, no Reznak, and the Shape Hate, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this girl, and this girl. And we meet them like once. We hear their opinions. We're never introduced to any of them. Because they're all introduced in between Danny taking Marine and Danny holding court. Next thing you know, there's multiple seneschals that we've never met. So we never get her point of view of meeting them. So we don't meet them. They're just there. And then Danny's gone. And then Barrison's like, who can we trust? And I'm like, I don't know any of these people.
And it's, I think, pretty intentional. I feel like George wants us to feel as lost as Danny is the first time through.
And how lost Barristan is.
Yeah. And it works. Like
it definitely works.
I went through it and I'm like, the first time, especially like reading through the books, I'm like, I have no idea what happened in any of Danny's stuff since like I was following it pretty much up through like season 3 of the show for Danny. Like the stuff that I saw happen in the TV show and that happened in the first few books, I got it. But then like once she got to Marine in the books, my first read through, I was just like, yeah,
gone. Yeah.
In one ear, out the other. What's the next chapter that I know what's going on? Okay, cool. I'm glad we're done with this Danny chapter now.
Yeah.
Honestly, but then you go back through it. It's so interesting, but like you can't.
What do you guys think? Like, how the hell will Danny get to Westeros? Like by the end of Whent?
Oh, I think Victorion's gonna be picking her up. I think he's gonna go there, be awful with Tyrion for a little bit, and I think Marine's gonna have a pretty awful time, and then Danny's gonna show up and then just say, "Let's go."
Yeah, no, in my head, like it feels like that'll be so rushed, you know, in Wins, because like there are so many things Danny needs to do. Like she needs to go for she's in the Dothraki Sea.
She's not even near.
That's the problem, dude. That's where I'm like,
get back to Marine. She needs to get out of Marine. She maybe has things to do in like Pentos or Volantis or like all of the free cities or whatever. And then she has to go back to Westeros, and it's like, oh, that's a lot of stuff.
It's gonna be the pace, like you said, where like a lot of things happen in between chapters at times, where it's like she's gonna have like a chapter dealing with something, and then a chapter dealing with Marine, and then like like.
Wait. The last chapter in Dance is a Danny chapter. Something important happens in that chapter, right?
She drinks and then
she shits herself.
She does one other thing.
Sorry, I was being a meme. The like Danny's final chapter. What the hell meme? Seriously?
Yeah.
Hey, we haven't seen Danny in 20 chapters. Last time we saw her, she flew away in the dragon. I can't wait to read this chapter.
Where is she? She's got to be doing something cool.
So I've been shitting myself lately.
That's all she's doing. I mean, there is that interesting thing of like. The way it's phrased, she might be on her period,
or there are people who think it's a miscarriage. I've heard a lot of people who think that.
That's
okay.
I've heard people say it casually, like it's true, like it's not a fan theory. Just in the middle of it, it's like, oh, and then Danny's having a miscarriage, and I'm like, well, I never read it that way. Okay.
Yeah. No, I think there is something important that's happening with Danny in that chapter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we just made it to almost exactly as long as the last one. So I feel like if we're gonna call it, we should call it soon.
Gotcha.
Because the part 1 was an hour and 39 minutes, and we're at an hour and 32. Now an hour and 33 almost. So if we wanted to start wrapping it up, fuzzball. I'm down. I want to do some fixing and making sure that this looks like a normal stream for everybody.
Yeah, I'm pretty tangented out, I think.
Yeah, I think we spent as long on the tangents as we did 30 houses.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We normally spread it out. We didn't this time. We rushed through. It's kind of like when you know somebody's like, I'm pulling a lot of overtime, so I'm like scheduled like 7 days this week, and your boss knows, so he cuts you early, and then you get cut early for 7 days, and then you have like a 30-hour week, and you're like, dude, I didn't even get overtime. I worked 30 hours. I worked 7 days. That's like what we did, where it's like, well, we know it's gonna be hard, so we just cut them all early.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I might not even. I'm going to ask Michael and Viper. I'm going to ask both of you guys.
Gotcha.
Michael's normal. Sorry, when I think of like a Chewie and a co-pilot, Michael's usually like the only person I run things by because he's normally here every one. But Viper, I mean, you're 2 for 2 now. But should I do a poll for December, or should it just be a video about the Kings of Winter? It's December.
I feel like Kings of Winter. Yeah, I feel like you got to just pick your fitting ones.
I hope like, oh, maybe I'll do a poll just because I always do a poll and just hope Kings of Winter wins. But next thing you know, that's going to be finally when memes win. You know?
Yeah, if you hope one wins, don't trust the people because they haven't picked memes in any of the times you've given them the option. So I don't know if we can trust them.
Also, I thought Are They Evil was so good. And Are They Evil won handily the first time, but Are They Evil 2 is being abysmal. No one wants us to do Are They Evil again.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I really liked Are They Evil. And the list, I haven't even shared it with you, Michael. The list I have for the characters is Chef's Kiss. Okay. And I could share it to you in the green room, but if you want. But yeah. Viper, do you have anything you want to talk about that you're doing on your channel right now? And if the answer is no, sorry for setting you up. I should have asked.
No, not really. Things have been kind of stagnant right now on my channel just because I don't have my laptop right now. Things are tough.
Yeah, that sucks.
So, yeah. But I have been scripting some videos.
That's movement.
So hopefully when I get my laptop back, I can record all that, edit all that, and things will be hunky-dory.
Hunky-dory. Michael, you have do you know what's coming out this next week? Or do you want to talk about what you put out last time?
Well, yeah, I have a couple videos out recently that I really enjoy. What was my most recent one? I'm trying to even think because I've been just working on this week's. This week I have one long one that if I get it done will come out Saturday, and if I don't get it done, I have a shorter one that I could whip together in a day or two. So I don't know for sure what's going to be coming out this week or for sure, but okay. Yeah, no. Same stuff as always, people. If you're this far into one of Taco's streams, you know my channel probably by now. So
yeah, I sure hope so. And if you're this far into one of Taco's streams, I hope you know who I am, and I absolutely hope you've seen the channel. And if you haven't, subscribe. You're on it right now. It's really easy to do right now. And if you made it this far in one of my video into a stream, and you even moved over from the last one, and you're not subscribed, what the hell? Like, what where are your standards? Like, I went on a date, they're a 10 and they're into the same stuff, but I don't know if I want to sleep with them. Where are we at? Come on, sleep with me already is what I'm saying, guys. By
what you're asking is you're turning to chat and you're going, what are we exactly? Could you define what this is?
I am oddly attracted to a couple people in the chat, mostly Chables because of that orange C.
That orange C really does it.
Yeah, and also the mystery. Like, I don't need it. I don't need a thumb or a thumbnail. I'm just a profile picture. I'm just the Algomancer. The C. It's like Chables. What's up? All right, I'm just goofing. Boofing. I could talk about tomorrow is my here's news. My final What If Small Council that I have planned. I think I've covered everyone I want to cover, and that's it. It's my Daemon II Blackfire if he became king of Westeros. Who would a small council be? And that one I put off for a long time just because it's gonna be so close to Daemon I. But you know, different. So that comes out, and then my Saturday video is Sybil Glover, which is kind of a part 2 to my What's the Difference for Robert Glover, because they are like two sides of the Glover coin, if you will. One person stays at Deepwood, the other one goes to war. But yeah, that's for this week. But
awesome
stuff. I
did
show you guys my whole next year I have planned earlier on the last video.
Very exciting stuff.
I'll do it really quick now. There we go. There's a garden. Do I have a gardener in there? Oh, and Garth Gardner. I catch a 9er there.
I see Morocco. Morocco is going to be interesting.
Morocco, yeah. Makaro. I can't believe.
Yes, Makaro.
I never thought I would ever cover Makaro, and then finally I was like, why not?
Why not? Exactly.
Yeah. No.
Vagon Targaryen. That's also fun.
Dude, well, that's my Maester week for next year.
Awesome.
Vagon. Yeah, Vagon and Byman. And I might add No, I already did. I got 3 maesters now. Pylos. Yeah.
Nice.
I got a couple maesters in there.
Am I the only one? Whenever I hear the name Vagon, I just think it's like they can't remember which Aegon they're talking about, so they're being vague about it. So yeah, Vagon.
One of them.
One of them.
You know what I hate about Aegons? So many of them. Not even a joke. I did my video about came out last Saturday. Who was I freaking talking about? My Andro Farman. So I talk about how Dreamfire Reyna, one of my favorite characters, was married to Aegon, and the entire time I said unworthy. I didn't say uncrowned. I know the difference. Like I've done multiple. I've done a video for uncrowned. I know all about there is, but my dumb brain goes unworthy, and I said it like 6 times. And somebody goes, sorry, but I think you mean uncrowned. And I was like, I almost wanted to delete this video. Like it was because it was just a brain fart. It wasn't me not knowing the fucking difference. Of course I do. But yeah. Uncrowned, unworthy, unlikely. The Aegon the Uns suck. Fuck them all.
All
right, that's it. We made it. Now these 2 halves are about the same length. This one a little longer now. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially
thank you.
People who put up with this stream being cut in half. You're all amazing people. And thank you 100% for Michael for being my Chewbacca, for being my ride or die. And Viper, I hope you enjoyed your second ride with us. And I really want you on for another.
Heck yeah. I had such a fun time. Thanks for having me.
Aegon the Undelicious. All right. Thank you guys and peace.
Bye-bye.